Hidden away in the hills of Delaware County is a tremendous tribute to one man's love of auto racing. The private Barker Racing Museum is the result of 40 years of collecting at the track.
This roof came off of the Ricky Rudd race car.
Bob Barker converted a portion of his basement into his own private museum in order to display his thousands of racing collectibles and memorabilia.
I'm obsessed. 40 years doing this, as you can see. I'm collecting a long time and still collecting, still getting stuff.
Barker first started drag racing at age 18 and soon after started his collection. After being away from racing itself for much of the 80s and 90s, he joined a pit crew in 1998 and went on to become a team owner and for a short while a driver again. Barker says he's been involved in all forms of racing, including oval tracks and short tracks, stock cars, legends cars, midgets, and sportsmen's.
I used to go in the 60s and 70s to a local track on Staten Island with my father, and I always liked racing, always. Some guys like football, some guys like baseball. Me, I'm racing.
Barker's collection began in the mid-'80s when he built plastic models of NASCAR cars. From there, he began purchasing die-cast cars, matchbox cars, a mug and glass collection, tickets from many of the 58 tracks that he's attended, racing helmets, and now pieces of sheet metal. But the largest section on display is devoted to his favorite driver ever, Jeff Gordon.
I followed Jeff from the minute he started racing in NASCAR. And I think it was 24 years, 23 years he raced, and I was a big fan of his. Met him numerous times. Really nice guy.
One of his prized possessions is a limited edition Jeff Gordon Cabbage Patch doll. There's also a Jeff Gordon baseball, telephone, cooler, soda bottles, and Christmas tree ornaments. His museum is bursting at the seams, and yet he continues to acquire new items.
I'm looking to get a piece of sheet metal. I got a spot up here on the ceiling I could fit it. I'm starting to run out of room. Might have to expand, knock a wall out or something.
While Barker occasionally buys a piece he's seeking on the internet or at flea markets, most of his collection has come as gifts from drivers and others in the racing world, so that nearly every item has a special story. Barker retired from racing 5 years ago and moved up to Delaware County in search of a new home and a place for his museum. Now he's proud to share his collection with close friends and family, but there is one major downside.
I'm like, I gotta dust all of this stuff. I was dusting down here when I knew you guys were coming. A lot of stuff to dust.
Barker says he doesn't miss the actual racing itself so much, but he does miss his racing family. Networking with them to expand his museum has kept that connection alive. Now, Barker's Auto Racing Museum is not open to the public. Barker says he plans to attend the NASCAR race at Watkins Glen this summer in search of more treasure.